Hey, this is Late Game Reviewer, and welcome to my channel. I saw SolidRev's video on PC gaming, continued disappointment. I think it's the video that's a disappointment. It contains a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes, a lot of confusion. It feels like a console peasant next-gen 720 Iron Wolf kind of, I would say, up to the level of Crab Gamer. Yeah, it feels that shitty and that crappy. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm not sorry because I'm Canadian. So let's go over the things in these videos, because there's another one that I want to show you. The whole point of this video is to tell you that what he says here, it's about Forza 6 on console, which he hates because the developers, he hates the developers, or he hates the game, and he just shits on the developers. But for whatever reason, when a game comes out on PC, it's the PC's fault. Wow. That is some awesome logic right there. Yeah, I don't know, man, just stop going to the gym, because it seems like your muscles are just blocking the blood and the oxygen going to your brain. Or that cap of yours, just don't wear one, please. It's not really helping you. Let's go over what you said there, which doesn't make any sense.
It's the same shit again and again and again! Now, if you've never played Forza 5, I'm sure
It's last year's video, by the way.
Forza 6, if you're coming from Forza 4 to Forza 6, yes, that's a big jump. If you don't mind going 5 miles an hour in a fuck.
Oops, I was wrong. Sorry about that. Wrong timing. Let's see here. Yep, right there.
All these developers are so fucking scared to do anything new. It's the same shit again and again.
Yeah, and the rest of the video, which I was wrong. Yeah, so all these developers and blah blah. He blames the developers. That's a console game. So when you go to PC, like Mafia 3 is going to talk about that, because it runs at 30 FPS. There's a lot of problems, and same thing with Batman Arkham Knight. And what other game is there that had problem? Can't even see one. I don't know them by heart, but I know that PC games nowadays, especially in 2016 and 2015, didn't run correctly. Frame rate loss, crashing, and so on and so on. I mean, you know it. Just go to the or any other website, gaming news, and you're gonna find a lot of PC games that didn't run correctly. There's a lot of things that this guy did that led to this. Let's go over them.
It's like an absolute dream on the Beast Box One.
The Beast Box?
I have to turn down the settings, or I have to turn it to Ultra and cut the frames to 30 on PC to get it to function properly.
Yeah, that's because the developers told, if you did some research, which you should do, and you didn't do that, and it shows every time you buy a game, the developers did say that it doesn't run above 30 FPS. And yeah, it took me a couple of seconds to find that out. Pretty sure you can do that as well. Oh, and no, I don't have anything against SolidRev. It's just that when people just... I mean, go ahead. If you want to bitch against the PC, I'll be the first one to do it, and I'll be honest about it. The PC is not perfect. Trust me on that. But when a guy like that... No, not a guy like that. When a person like that, doesn't matter who he is, when he pukes bullshit like that, I got a problem with that. It's wrong. It's just... feels like a fraud. I don't know.
That's
I feel like I should correct him, and I will. So, yeah, whatever.
unacceptable. That's unacceptable. But
true.
hey, I guess that's what happens when you buy a pre-built PC, right? It's my fault. So check this out.
Yes, it's your fault because you pre-ordered the game. You wanted to play the game early. But no, because of the pre-built PC. A lot of gamers or PC gamers are playing on pre-built PCs. That's not a problem. The problem with that is that you don't have complete control. The PC is about giving a lot of control to the user, to the gamer, to the person who bought the computer. With pre-built PC, you're kind of stuck with what you have. Their motherboard that they sold you, the case that they sold you, a lot of times, that's the biggest limit. You can't even use the CPU that you want to use. You can't even use the parts. Like, for example, the $500 Lenovo computers, like the slim ones, you can't even use a standard power supply. So if that one breaks, you're going to have to call Lenovo or go to the Lenovo website, which costs like an arm. It's not cheap. So yeah, you're kind of limited to that. So when you build a PC yourself, or you go to Newegg, or I don't know, Tiger Direct or whatever, or you go to the PCMR Reddit page, the Build a PC Reddit page, or can't even remember the name exactly, but there's a website out there that you can even make your own PC. That's the best one that you have to do, well, to choose. You know what, you don't even need to build it yourself. You just go to those websites, pick up the parts, buy them, go in the PC store, make them build it. You're even gonna save more money than when you bought the Alienware PC, which I got something against because it's overpriced. Parts are good, but it's really overpriced. Just build one yourself, it's gonna be cheaper. Yeah, you choose. Oh man, and oh wow, yeah, it's not really your fault because of that, but pre-ordering games, seriously, we're in that again. Don't pre-order games. It doesn't make any sense. You're giving money to a company that the game is not even complete. You're giving them like the green card, the white card, or whatever you want to call it. The game is a failure on start. Who cares? The gaming company has the money. They don't even care about you. The only thing you're doing is you're fapping the investors and the publishers. You're just slooping your own asshole and you're getting fucked again and again and again and again and again. Stop pre-ordering. There's even an article not long ago talking about, like a lawyer talking about No Man's Sky marketing, I would say, situation that I can say. And it talked about if it was legal or not. When a lawyer tells you, not a reviewer, not a gamer, when that guy tells you not to pre-order a game, a person who looks at the law and he plays with that law every single day of the year. So yeah, just listen to him, seriously. At that point, it's like serious shit. Just don't pre-order a game. I don't even see a single benefit to pre-order a game. And no, I don't count DLC in it, DLC, what? I'm not even gonna go there. Let's go over to 235.
What I did was I dropped the extra 40 to play it early.
So yeah, you know what?
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna download it. Download Gears of War 4. Oops.
I feel your pain. Here's the thing in this. Someone gave him $60 for the game. He spent like another $40. He spent the $40 to play it early. Number one, do not play a game on day one on PC. It's retarded. Every PC gamer knows that out there. And if they do play it on day one, they accept the fact that it's not gonna work. Or download in this case. And number two, don't use Windows Store of all things. Man. Yeah, let's go back to, to number one here a bit. You gotta accept the consequences of playing a game on day one. Sounds like you didn't do that. And you did mention there's a lack of FPS. Well, I mean, like there's a problem with the frames and everything. So I don't know, maybe you missed something a lot. And number two, Windows Store. Don't get me wrong, I hate their Windows Store. But it's going to really sound weird. I want it to be successful. The reason? Competition. I want a healthy market. I don't want Steam to get the monopoly here. They have the monopoly on the PC gaming side. I hate that. Why? They can control the price. Is it legal or not? I'm not even a lawyer. I'm not even going to go there. But that's completely wrong. Sorry about that. And I just want Windows Store to be competitive. They have the money, they have the resource, they have everything. They got everything here. This is good for Steam. Well, I would say for Steam, but it's good for us, for consumers. The more choices we have, the better it is. Everyone knows it. When there's competition, prices drop. It's natural, automatic. Just call it whatever you want. That's what happens. So, yeah, just right now, don't use Windows Store. I'm not even going to go there, but it's filled with limitations. It's filled with problems. There's way too much articles. There's way too much videos. I even made one about that. So, yeah, just don't use it for now. Ever. I don't even want to buy a game right now until they got all their shit fixed. This feels like Steam release day one. When Steam got released, like on day one. It feels like an alpha version of all things. Don't do that. It's like pre-ordering a game, but now it's like pre-ordering a platform. Doesn't make any sense, if you ask me. And the last one here...
You know what you're going to hear? You know what you're going to hear in this comment section? It's not the PC's fault. It's the developer. It's the publisher. It's Microsoft for making such a shitty Windows Store. That's what you're going to hear. This is the damage control you are going to hear or read. It does. I don't give a damn whose fault it is.
Yes you do. You made a video which lasted 4 minutes and you uploaded by spending or losing your time. You do give a shit. Don't be a hypocrite. You know, it's damage control. What else do console gamers say? I'm not gonna put all the console gamers in all in one basket. I know a lot of guys that are on console gamers. They have a brain, but it's not everyone. Damage control. Is that the only argument you can say or anyone can say? Seriously? Just no. Whose fault is it that Mafia 3 cannot run at 30 FPS? Is it the PC? Is it Windows Store? Is it Microsoft? Man, I don't even make sense when I hear that from my own mouth, you know. It doesn't make sense. Yes, it's the developer's fault. It's not damage control. This is what you could call facts. The game got released. You got physical proof that it doesn't work correctly. There's a lot of people have problems with this game. It's a well-known fact. It's right out there. It's the developer's fault, not PC. How hard is that to understand? Batman Arkham Knight. Whose fault was that? PC? Gee, that's weird, because I remember a lot of YouTubers out there that said that they had a 980 Ti. They couldn't run the game correctly. It didn't even run at 30 FPS. Lots of other games had that kind of similar problems. When they had this beast of a setup. There's one here, Demon Ralph. He had what, like Sly 980 Ti's? And there's a couple of games that he put on his YouTube channel that he had problems with. Sly 980 Ti. It's the PC's fault. Yep, it's the... That doesn't make any sense. You know, I don't have anything against this guy, but when I hear that kind of shit, just sell your computer and stay on console. Seriously. You don't even deserve one. I don't even know why you made that kind of video. It doesn't make sense. And I feel like you should make a response or a rant video. Call it whatever you want. When that kind of thing gets said, I don't know, call it trigger, but I have to correct the mistakes that people do or say sometimes. This is one of those videos.